live.
Raven, have you checked his DMs recently?
Barely. I've been busy.
I see, no wonder.
Let's see if we're live. I think we're all good. Like audio's coming through okay. Let me just adjust all this stuff over here. Okay. Yep. They can hear you. Yep, they can hear you guys. They can hear me. Awesome. Okay. Hello, everybody.
And welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now today we're going to be talking about why this is cringe.
Oh yeah, that's how it be. That's what we do every day. Onyx has come. Yes, you have. Now, welcome to episode 36 of the new Egoist podcast. So today, we are going to be going over chapter 289, the 12 pages that followed the 8 pages we got 2 weeks ago for chapter 288. It is considered a whole new chapter, so it's not 288 part 2. We don't have official translations. We don't even have like Ragnarok scans to go off of. Myth did post high quality scans a while ago, but they've been removed because of like copyright and such. So I don't have those. We literally have raws. We have fan translations. We have the summary. That's all we really have to go off of. I'm here with Ravin, and I'm here with Suki this time. Suki's here. Introduce yourselves while you guys are here. You know, spread the word.
Suki.
Suki,
Me first?
Okay. Yes, this is your time for you. You're the good.
What's up, y'all? It's been a minute since I've been on here. I hope you all are staying safe, enjoying BLUELOCK, and it's back-to-back times, bro. The anime's done. We're in a break week again, so we're gonna talk.
It's very annoying that it's taken a month for 20 pages to be released, and now we're going on another break week, 3 break weeks in a row. Like, it's very upsetting because we don't even have the anime now to go off of, and I'm pretty sure, like, are the dub actors on strike? Like, are the actors on strike? Because, like, 3 different shows I've gone to watch, the English dub is not released. Like, BLUELOCK, Shangri-La Frontier, they haven't released. Solo Leveling didn't come out with dub. Like, what's the deal?
I have no clue, and we can't really comment on it because we don't know anything.
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm like, is it
like, left in the dark? That's all.
Yeah. But yeah. Before we do anything with the live, I do want to say go check out Onyx's new video. After the live,
we need
of course.
Him 2K, bro, please.
It's a very, very good video. It's a very, very good video.
Uncle's returned.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. They have to
go
watch it.
I'm just saying Unc returned. He's returned, you know? He's consistently uploading now.
Yeah, Unc is back, and he's actually
watch his latest video. It talks about Batman versus Superman. Kind of a good film.
And why Wonder Woman should sit on his face. But, you know, it's as we do.
Sit on his face?
I would prefer a Catwoman, but okay.
I'm sure you would. You'd want the sweaty leather, dumb fuck. Now, we should probably get in... I'm sorry, Suki. I apologize.
That's our guest right there.
Let me just kiss you sensually then, just because I made you feel bad and I apologize. All right, So, I guess we could start just by going over the actual summary we have for the chapter. Just to kind of go through and explain it. That is not the correct thing. I don't know why it's sharing that screen. Here we go. So, here is the summary we got for the chapter prior to us actually seeing the stuff. And if you guys don't know, every time there's going to be a new chapter now, there's going to be leaks. We now get a short little snippet summary that includes kind of just the entire summary of the chapter. It leaves some stuff out, as you'll see, but it kind of just goes over some key points in the chapter that we get. So, we start by getting the summary that says, Isagi calls Yukimiya a genius that he has to adapt to, but Yukimiya wants to win against Isagi even if it means losing the ball. Charles blocks the shot and the ball lands at Isagi's feet. Isagi then passes to Ness, that way he can have a chance to use his direct shot, but Ness looks for a pass to Kaiser instead, resulting in Karasu stealing the ball. Yukimiya sees his old self in Ness, who's hampering the team at this point, and Kaiser tells Ness that he should give up on football. So,
Based.
as we know from the main chapter, there was a lot that was actually left out of this, and also there was like this wasn't fully accurate because like they say Yukimiya wants to win against Izaki even if it means losing the ball. He's not like that. He's just trying to go for his own thing, right? Like he's not being another issue that Izaki has to deal with. It's just another attacking pattern, you know. Based on just this summary alone, what are your thoughts for like everything that's going on? Like, do you have any remarks in regards to just what we have here instead of actual images?
It's interesting that Yukimiya might have a tool piece in Ness. Not necessarily, but like Yukimiya scene where he kind of messed up because Ego did talk about how Yukimiya fucked up. You know, the whole genius shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting that Yukimiya is having like a moment like, all right, this could be something I could capitalize on. I would love to see Yukimiya and Ness work together rather than Ness and Isagi. But it's just me.
It could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean the potential is there.
Yeah, like he doesn't want to work with Isagi, obviously, and Kaiser's telling him to quit. So it'd be interesting if he worked with Yukimiya. But considering what Yukimiya tells him directly, I don't think it's something he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, here we go. All right, so I have the translations here, and now we can just go through page by page and kind of address the stuff that happens. So the chapter begins where we left off last time, with Isagi reacting to Yukimiya's lone assault, moving past him and Karasu. Isagi begins with his own internal monologue. He says, "Crisis is good. What I wanted on the field now isn't a pawn granting stability, but an unexpected peace bringing change. Yukimiya is a selfish genius too. By adapting to him, my talents will also accelerate." And with this, Yukimiya also responds with his own internal monologue. Hold up, I gotta pull up Shadow's Twitter because it wasn't the full thing. I'm so prepared. Anyways, Yukimiya follows up with his own short internal monologue. He says, "As if I'm going to let you adapt to me. I will beat you even if it means hurting myself in the process. That's how you taught me to use my ego." Yukimiya breaks through PXG's defense with his street-style dribbling, weaving in between players. And then Yukimiya awakens and activates Predator Eye for the first time, while also being in flow. He then fires a gyro shot from outside of the box, weaving between Zantetsu's and another PXG defender's legs. The PXG defender says, "You're shooting from that tight of an angle," and Zantetsu says, "Damn it, I can't get there." However, Charles flies in and blocks his gyro shot. He says, Nah, you can't win with just that. Your shot is just a one-trick pony." Yukimiya responds and says, "Well, aren't you just a useful brat?" The ball flies into the air as Isagi begins another internal monologue. "This is it. It's a 50-50 loose ball. I was waiting for Yukimiya to create this chance. I can reach it. Should I try my direct shot? No. 35 meters is still too far for me, but dribbling would also be a bad move. In this position, the best action for me to make would be a direct pass to you, Ness. Isagi passes the ball over to Ness, activating his Omnivision and breaking past Nanase. Isagi says, "Give it to me. Become the piece for my victory." Ness understands. Will we finally get an Isagi and Ness chemical reaction? Ness decides, that's not happening, because he's still only loyal to Kaiser. Ness begins to dribble towards the right, repeating Kaiser's name in his mind. Kaiser, Kaiser. Isagi is shocked and confused as to why Ness wouldn't pass to him. However, because he's slowed down, Karasu was able to fly in and knock the ball away from him. "Thank you for slowing down. That was a bad choice you made, you damn puppy." Ness, Kaiser, and Isagi are all frustrated at the play as the ball flies out of bounds. Damn it, Ness is totally unusable now, Isagi says. Both Nanase and Zantetsu go over to compliment Karasu about his play. Yeah, good going. Nice job, Karasu, they say. Yukimiya now begins his own internal monologue again. Ness, you become too fixated on what you used to believe in. If he doesn't change, he'll simply be left behind within this ever-adapting environment and society. Seeing him now, it's like looking at myself from before. However, unlike me, Ness's ego is connected to Kaiser like a cancer. Now Yukimiya begins to speak directly to Ness. You need to change your perception. Right now on this field, the people who don't follow the speedy evolution brought by Isagi and Kaiser will get left behind. On the last page of the chapter, Kaiser interrupts Yukimiya and speaks directly to Ness. Hey Ness, you should just quit football already, Kaiser says. This is a death game of natural selection, and you're on the verge of extinction, Isagi follows up. The final remark of the chapter says, a death sentence given by Kaiser for Ness. Foreign elements cannot survive on the battlefield of ultra-fast evolution. To be continued in Pig. So, with that being the whole chapter, what were your thoughts?
It's okay. It's just a 9-page thing.
So, what I believe, I mean, Ness and Yukimi's conversation are very important for that aspect, right?
Yeah.
It's going to build to what seems to be like a Yukimiya Ness duo, or as it seems like it's always pulling for this match, an unpredictable routing in which just leads to no difference with this conversation, or because who knows, Ness could be completely useless for the rest of this game and ultimately sabotage the team. Or Ness could strive for individuality, which would very much be interesting in making his own magic with his own goals. Since that's what he craves in this environment.
Yeah. And
so
and I was looking through like Ness's backstory, and I noticed Ness was actually a goal scorer before he met Kaiser. Like he wasn't originally a passer. He just became one. Like he was originally a goal scorer for himself. So the theory of Ness scoring his own goal is definitely a possibility. Simply just going off of that as a reference. But I think a lot of people take the interview of Nomura and Kaneshiro, like where he mentioned like, oh, Sai and Isagi are going to team up, or like a bunch of it, like saying Ness has no importance in the story. I feel like a lot of people take that literally and realize that he's not gonna really drop a lot of bombs like that. Like he'll probably like saying, "Oh, Sai and Isagi are gonna work together." People always assume it's gonna be the next arc, but we don't know that, right? There's always some different intention behind what he says and other stuff. Like he mentioned Kaiser back after the U20 game in an interview, and it was not in relation to anything we know of Kaiser now. So I feel like a lot of people just take everything at face value, and you think maybe he says Ness isn't going to have any value. Maybe he's implying that if Ness stays the way he is, he won't. If Ness evolves and changes, he will have...
It could be an unintentional guide, if being honest, because this is probably just Kaiser's way of saying, like, if this is how you're going to be, then there's no point of you being here. So, because Kaiser's already established the fact that he doesn't hold any malice towards anyone. He surely doesn't hold malice to Ness, but if he loses them the game, then he's going to have a reason to why Ness should quit, or say why Ness should quit the game or quit football entirely.
It's a very good parallel to Sai and Rin. Like they're almost doing the same thing. They're just telling them to give up, and I feel like this is the final kick that he's literally saying. Like both these players are saying, do not play for my benefit anymore. This is your chance. I'm giving you the full from right now. If you continue to play for my benefit, you will not go anywhere.
Yeah, because Sai and Rin's relationship is built on that. Like Sai wanted Rin to become the best striker whilst he would be the best midfielder, and the only way to push that narrative forward would actually be to completely abandon his brother in order for him to pursue it out of malice and revenge, which is his most preferable ego.
Yeah, and it's also like, I'll bring this point up in a second because I want to address this first. Like, every time going from like Ubers to now, every time Kaiser gets pissed off, he always seems to direct it towards Ness. Like, every time something happens that pisses him off, he always, like, his predator activates, he focuses on Ness, and he starts shit talking him directly, right? But this is like the first time in a while that he's spoken to Ness that wasn't a hateful comment and like fully directed at him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still not good of what he's saying, but it's like he's not really hating on Ness. Like, here, he's saying quit, but he's not saying quit as in like you're fucking garbage, do not play anymore. He's just saying quit as in like the way you are now, you're not helping anybody. And I feel like this is what's gonna push Ness to evolve and could lead to Ness scoring the final goal. Another thing that I realized, well, there's two things. Another thing I realized, when he said that to Ness, Ness's face got really like, you know how his face looked in the chapter, like he looked very off. Canonically, Kaiser's fetish is faces of despair. So when he said that to Ness and Ness looked like that, it turned him on.
All right. Chill, buddy.
No, it's
I forgot that was
a fetish doesn't really mean turn on. In if you want to be ultra specific.
Embrace my narrative, Ravin. Embrace my narrative.
Your narrative makes me uncomfortable. That's
I don't give a fuck. No, my narrative says as soon as Kaiser said that, he got hard. That's what happened. But what I was thinking is, going back to Rain and Sai, you know how Sai got pissed off at him because he's like, you can be the best striker in the world, but I'm gonna be the best midfielder, right? Do you think if Rain just accepted it and said, okay, I'm gonna be the best striker in the world, but I'm still gonna be a better player than you, do you think that they'd have a decent relationship?
I think so, yeah, because Sai doesn't even think about their relationship being that shit.
Like,
oh fuck, you have the fucking Ness that thing as the thumbnail? Jesus Christ, I didn't even know it. Hell.
Nah, but like, think about it. If Sai just got pissed off because he, like, Reem was like, no, you're the best striker in the world. Come on, that's who you are. And he's like, I don't have a dream anymore if you're not gonna compete it with me. He's like, quit then. Like, okay, but if he accepted if he said, okay, fine, but I'm gonna be a better player overall than you, do you think they'd still have a good relationship?
Probably not in the way in which people hope.
TDA,
It
you
would
say
be
Rooney isn't
okay,
accepting
but it
shit. He
wouldn't
did
be
all this
that
for
bad.
Sai. What would be the point if Sai became a midfielder in the end? If you look at their entire backstory, Sai, as soon as he starts playing with Rooney, Sai never scores a goal. He's always passing to Rooney. Like,
yeah, it's sort of a like embedded
it's just
thing.
a title
He wanted to build up Rin, and of course his official change in mentality, and of course then dream came from going to Spain to officially realize like maybe I'm not cut out to be a striker, but from what I've seen from Rin, he is.
Yeah.
So many people forget that you're a fucking artist there, bro. I'm trying to tell people you're the one who make your own thumbnails.
Oh, speaking, I know you were asking about the art in the most recent thumbnail. I make those myself. So I'll find a panel, I'll color it, and then I'll put it in the thumbnail and I'll use it. Like, go all the way back through my channel, you'll see I've done this for a while. I stopped doing it for a little bit just because they take a lot of time to do, and sometimes I can't come up with something, so I'll just go over and I'll just do it normally. Like, I'll just use normal thumbnails, like my U20 goals ranked one and my True Flow Sits one. I didn't use any custom drawings. But like, if you go all the way back, I usually go through and I'll color those drawings myself. Like, those are the ones I really do. I'm thinking of only doing it for chapter reviews from now on, just because it takes time, but chapter reviews get a lot of views, so it's definitely worth it. But yeah, I usually make them myself. Um, that's really it. But yeah, in regards to the next chapter, it's called Pig. I'm very expecting it to be fully dialogue heavy chapter with very little action, if anything.
You big.
Well, just because Shadow goes, oh yeah, the game's ending in March. I'm like, well, I don't trust Shadow for one, but if he's right, that gives like 9 or 10 chapters given another break week for
Mm.
stuff to come out.
This next
So,
chapter is where the last goal gets scored, and it's scored by Kunigami.
but
Right.
I'm expecting it to be a dialogue heavy chapter, and then that knocks off another one, and then we go into whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, why couldn't Ness be a striker? Like
He's still fun.
assuming he went to score goals, would he not just play very similarly to Yukimiya, like a dribbler who then can take a very curved shot?
I feel like he would be he would have a fuck up moment like Hiyori or some shit, but that just feels very fucking repetitive. I would prefer them not to do that. Him scoring is interesting because the writer himself, what's his name, Kaneshiro, did talk about him getting a moment in the Germany team for the World Cup to come. So
Yeah.
him and Kaiser being rivals strikers, that'd be not the best thing, but it would be something different than what I'm looking at.
Um.
Because
Let's
they're both
see.
gonna play for Germany, so I don't want them to be like Kaiser as a midfield striker and then Nessus is midfielder again. I want something different for that team.
Yeah. If you could actually develop as a character and as a player, how would you do it if you were the writer? I would have started it back earlier. And given him some actual purpose. Like, his only weapon is to fake a foul, like, and regain possession. Like, it's not really a skill that's active. It's very like you just go in and you stop the play and then it rebuilds with other people. Um, I would have made him something kind of like Raichi because he literally said one of his weapons was his never give up attitude. So I would have made him a player that constantly like pressures people, and even if he's not good, he just constantly annoys the shit out of them, like gets in their way, forcing them to take alternative routes. But that's kind of what Raichi's doing now. So I wouldn't really make him any different. What about you guys? Like,
Raichi?
yeah, like Raichi was acting as like a man marker just to get in the way of someone, like in Ubers. That's how I would have built up Igaguri to be if I was writing. So like, how would you
I'd
do it?
put him in the Uber match too, because like that way against a defensive team, it would have really put that defensive impact in Boston München as well.
It could have been interesting to see him force Bado to use a chop dribble, maybe.
True, especially with Ubers being so systematic. Like it's not like they're gonna change immediately. Like it took Bao 4 fucking times against Isagi to be like, all right, we're changing shit. So
Yeah.
Igaguri would really press Bao's buttons for sure.
Mm.
But that's the
Um.
only player he works against.
Yeah. So
Maybe Sendo.
someone asked, I with the U20 team, why did the actual Japan U20 members never experience flow until their matchup with BLUELOCK? So I think it
Oh,
does have to do with Sai. Like how Aiku describes it, a single player. No, it was a striker awakened a midfielder who awakened a defender who awakened a goalkeeper. Like there had to be some kind of catalyst, and because I feel like in a situation where they were going into the World Cup, they were never faced in a situation where they had taken the lead and then immediately like regressed because the U20 team was a very defensive team. Like
That's true. They had
with
the
them, they had Sai be at this very high level so it kind of elevated the whole team, right? Scored a goal, and then they slowly started getting knocked back down. It's all kind of that like reverting to zero mindset that like the themes of returning to your origins, returning to zero, and that's kind of what happened for the U20 team, specifically players like Aiku, as like he started going back down as he was doing good as a defender. They were leading, it's fine, and then he slowly started like as a defender losing, like He lost against like Nagi scored and then Rain scored. Like he couldn't stop those two players like directly from scoring, and then it came to him starting to play at a higher level, which where he tapped into flow. It was just that catalyst of awakenings of something that sparks like Sai sparked everyone, and then it kind of evolved people as we go. And it's what he said: evolve a striker, evolves a midfielder, evolves a defender, awakens a goalkeeper, and it just kind of elevates their plays. Like that's what I think. What do you think? What do you guys think in that regards?
Raven, go for it.
No, I don't really have anything in my head at the moment.
I fucking I kind of got lost. You were spitting facts too fast. This is about the U20.
Man, your videos are too quick, man. My attention span ain't hitting.
It's why was
No, no,
why was the
his
U20 team not
voice
able to
is
enter
so great.
flow? Why were they
It's-
never able to enter flow before Blue
Well,
Lock?
I study that from a standard of getting into flow in the first place. You have to be in between a place of anxiety and boredom, and I only believe that they felt Blue Lock was a worthy challenge through that standard. All the other times, because Japanese football has been considered second rate, they've been in just anxiety.
Yeah.
Right. It's the fact that it's a fact that they could change. Like this could be the beginning of something new that gives them a new anxiety, like a new hype level. And they have this big figure, Saitoshi, even joining in this frame. All that hype, and then their Japan system is based off Italians catenaccio with the whole defensive thing
Yeah,
and
like
then counter.
Ubers.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So with that, like you said earlier, they lost the lead and Blue Lock came back. And when Rin scored, they're like, all right, Japan's got some new genes in the mix. Shit's gonna get started. That was the beginning of them starting to get fired up. And even Sai said, all right, something came up your asses and shit. So yeah, they've been a second-rate team. It's like no one really expects them to do shit. Like in basketball, there's the Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, they're always going to be expected to do great shit. But if you put like a Washington Wizards weak team, nothing's going to happen because they're just a mid team. So no one expects anything out of them.
Yeah.
That's why they've never done anything.
You know, CDA asked a good question, and I think I brought it up I did bring it up to you guys like in the group chat once. Do you think an actual death will occur in the manga, and how do you think it would affect the story going forward? I 100%. I don't want, but I think it'd be very unique and very interesting if Bachira's mom passed. Like,
All right.
Shit.
I don't
Like,
think death is.
that's the
I don't
fucking
think death
worst,
is
though.
necessary ever to the necessary to the sport. Really.
well, it's a matter of we haven't really addressed how players function in grief. Like the closest thing we got was Snuffy, and we never really saw him grieve in a sense. Like we saw him react to the actual death of his teammate, but we never saw the impacts of that on his character until years later in Ubers, where he's finally reawakened his desire to be the best in the world. But like, I'd be very interested to see how that affects someone like Bachira, a very creative, happy-go-lucky, energetic character, experiencing something like that, especially when it was the only, because we don't know who Bachira's father is, right? But the only person who he had was his mom, who taught him to embody the monster, who kind of sparked Bachira's reason for enjoying the sport. Like, he loved to play, but no one really played with him. And so he started listening to the monster that his mom taught him to. And I think with Bachira having some importance later in the series, that you need to kind of give him some development. And it would be interesting to see how grief affects one of the most happy-go-lucky players in the series. Like, who else could a death impact? Like, we're gonna go into the World Cup. It's gonna be focused on the 23 Blue Lockers who are alive. No one cares about Ego. No one cares about, like, go read a drama manga. This is Blue Lock Soccer only. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
What?
This guy says, "Who the fuck cares? Go read a drama manga. This is Blue Lock Soccer only." That's not how that works.
No. Oh my god. Do you read your own manga? Blue Lock is not just a football manga. It's a philosophy manga.
Yeah.
It studies mentalities, emotional psychology. It literally studies that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with players dealing with grief in this scenario. Not for like Bachata in this instance. But I do like any sort of emotional deviation that's completely different from what we usually expect.
Like, look at Kaiser and Ness's backstory. Like, that's very, like, psychology heavy. Like, are you trying to tell me that we shouldn't have gotten, like, what about, a lot of backstories have revolved with death. Like, yeah, or not with death, but, like, involved with intensity, drama-related events. And, like, grief is really something that does impact athletes to a substantial degree. Like, the only thing, we got it with Snuffy, but we haven't seen how that impacted his performance. I'd be very interested to see how it would impact a player like Bachata. Like, especially since he's now on the world stage, how is he going to be able to stand on that level without the one person who was always there with him? And now he would have to find support in the people he's with. Like, that's just what I think. Like, would I want Bachata's mom in the past? No. But I would like there to be some instance of grief. Like, I want there to be some I want there to be, because it is a huge thing. Like, yeah, Chigiri was the closest thing to death because his entire career was dying. Like, that was it for him. But I'm talking like the mental thing of like of your anchor. You know? Like, she is pretty much Bachata's anchor for playing. She helped him understand the monster and create his own individual style for playing. And sparked his development. So it'd be very interesting to see how he develops without that now. You know?
Yeah. If this does go to fruition, I would love to see Bao somehow try to help Bachira, because like Bao's the one who heard about Snuffy's story, right? So
Yeah.
Bao seeing it like come full circle with Bachira, it'd be like, I gotta see Bachira make sure he lifts himself through, doesn't commit suicide, none of that crap.
Listen, I get
Yeah,
you say, Delis, I know you say like Bachata might be too much of a tone shift. Like, I get that, but you have, it's gonna be a huge tone shift if you mention grief in any aspect. Like, take Mick Moon, like for Snuffy's entire thing. When that chapter first released and they were talking about, like, that's suicide, overdosing. Like, that's a huge turn. Like, and yeah, and Snuffy didn't care. Like, that not Snuffy. Balder didn't care that Snuffy's friend passed away, so he wouldn't be a good person to help him with it. But like, it needs to be yours. Like, it happens in the actual world of sports. Like, some athletes lose a family member or lose something close to them, and then they're in a slump. Like, they just don't have that rhythm again. So it'd be interesting to find a way for Bachata to, or any character, to move past that. And I get it's soccer, but okay, it's not just a soccer manga. Like Raven said, it's a philosophy manga. This is soccer. It ain't that deep. Okay, look at Kaiser's backstory.
Okay. Chat.
Y'all just...
Even in real life, guys, this happens.
Do you not look at the main character, Isagi, who takes every single detail, not just their playstyle, not just their skills in football, but their mentalities. They take their mentalities and study them in order to produce the best result or counter the very, very predictable strategies depending on the way that they think. It's because of certain characters and the way that they think, Isagi is able to come up with solutions and how to get around them. For example, you see someone as like rambunctious and impulsive as Rin. Isagi is able to now perceive that. He's able to see into the situation where Rin doesn't take the easy way out and instead goes for something completely off the board. And with that, he was able to stop Rin with the help of Kaiser. It is partial philosophy, is partial like psychology. You can't deny that, because that's been an aspect even within the backstories. If you don't want to consider Isagi studying players' mentalities and personalities as part of that psychology, then look at the backstories, see how that mentally affects them. Think about Kaiser returning to zero. Think about Isagi returning to zero. That was a mentality change. That was them returning to their what was quoted to be their true egos in order to better themselves, break themselves down in order to better themselves as players.
Yeah, like you say Kaiser's story is overrated, not gonna lie. Okay, but that it does address an aspect of life. Like this is like the situation Kaiser was in that he was lucky enough to get himself out of. There are kids in the world who are not that lucky. Like Lorenzo. Like look at Lorenzo. Lorenzo was on the streets. Lorenzo was a street rat. He was gonna die if it wasn't for Snuffy. Like Kaiser grew up with abuse. Like he grew up with physical, mental abuse. Like he had cuts, he had scars, he had bruises he had new bruises every day. Like it's not something that you can just say, "Oh, it's overridden, not going to lie." But it's not a matter of leaning into the sport. It's leaning into the psychology aspect of the sport. Sure, it's a soccer manga, but it's soccer / psychology. And if you can't see that, then you are not really understanding the story you're reading. Right? Like Kaiser was lucky enough to get himself out of that situation because he was incredibly because he learned he could create himself a weapon. He got a chance that not a lot of people get, right? But the people who don't get that, they live in those situations, and that's something that happens in the real world, and that's why it was brought up in the story. Like,
yeah, it's weird because I believe people are wanting to take this at face value because not many other anime, shonen sports animes have actually tackled this narrative, and so people are just like, oh no, it's about the cool goals and shooting and stuff. But we literally get backstory. There would be no point in these backstories if it wasn't to focus on the characters' like emotional upbringing. Like my whole analysis on Bachelor being this sort of complete loner because no one else could strive up to his imagination or create the inspirations that he could perceive is what made him into the character that he is. Yeah. And why him harnessing his true ego, going back to his own zero in this instance, was the way for him to finally move on and not feel like he is required to have someone like Isagi.
Yeah. May I point something out? So like people are comparing Shido to Zlatan. People don't know like even real life soccer players have gone through like homeless lives. For instance, Zlatan grew up as a thief because of the harsh lifestyle he had to go through. So even in episode 1, Ego says about how Noah had to grow up in rough lifestyles. From the very first episode, it's trying to show that these guys, the best strikers, are made through rough and steel. It didn't come easy to them. They had to go through the most psychological, tortured living situations to get to where they are today. You guys can cook now.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. You say the glazing over Kaiser's backstory is insane, or his backstory is overrated. Every single backstory that happens is true for a lot of athletes. Like there's athletes who've gotten injured and they've had to stop playing. Right, this was their career, and they were forced to retire. Like Chigli tore his ACL. There's athletes who do that and are not able to play anymore. There's players who grow up in poverty. There's people who grew up on the street. There's people who grew up being with forced expectations, like Hiyori. There's players who grow up who don't have support, like Ness and it was Ness and one other character. Ness and like it was Ness, but not Zantetsu, because Zantetsu had like support. They love him. But there's characters and athletes who grow up feeling like a singularity and feeling like the odd man out in their family sometimes. And like you're saying that, we don't need this stuff, but it's addressing stuff that happens in real life. It's addressing stuff that happens. And he's not saying he's not saying in order to be the best striker, you need to have a horrible backstory. He's just saying that he's addressing the situations that athletes do grow up from. I don't know how people aren't understanding this.
It's a difference in likeness, I guess. People don't want to appreciate that aspect over the raw, just football talented aspect of it. Which, yes, that's the main part of the story. But then if you dig deeper, you read it on less of a surface level and more on an internal, complex, and just more understanding level, you realize that it's much more emotional and psychological than what it is than just, oh, they shoot ball into net, get goal, strip naked, come. It's just, if you guys don't want to believe it, that's fine. But I can tell you now, you're ignorant.
Yeah. But you're so
but
right.
anyway,
BioShock, we should totally move past this super sad
we'll
discussion.
move on.
And we should totally talk about how Aiki Hamizu is going to be the top 23, baby. Woo!
That's what I'm saying.
Snake motherfucker, let's go. Okay. My man, his tongue do some tongue things, as they do.
Bro, his tongue be tonguing.
Yeah, like, dude, his tongue be tonguing, his feet be feeding, like, his lungs be lunging, his heartbeat hearting. Like,
I wonder if what gets his heartbeat being like.
He loves lies, bro. When people lie to him, he just gets super turned on.
Yeah.
That's his key.
Yeah.
Dog,
Also,
not surviving.
yeah. Can I? It's not related to like the whole topic that we were reading before, but this is something that does get brought up. Backstory equals plot armor. What is your thought on that take?
It's not necessarily plot armor, but more on a deeper lens into the character. Like you finally get to understand that motive, and it's like they're going through this thing, trying to overcome their past adversities. Like Suzu's talked about, this is what the NEL is about: children becoming adults. So all these backstories are very necessary to see them go through their past atrocities to become new strikers and new players. Yeah.
Raven, what's your thought on that? Backstory equals plot armor.
No.
No. Yeah, I agree.
Fucking Norahaya got a backstory. Bro's working at McDonald's now.
Yeah. Like, here's the issue that people seem to say is that, like, it's like you don't understand what backstories do for a character.
Backstories are supposed to flesh out their personal issues and what stakes that it holds. It's not plot armor. There is many examples of characters who've had like very fleshed out backstories who fucking die in the next chapter of like another shonen manga.
Yeah, take like Pedro from One Piece.
Yeah.
Like your backstories are used to flush out information about characters that are not relevant to being brought up naturally. Right? Like,
yeah.
For example, let's talk about like Ness. Ness's original backstory. It was used kind of as the anchor point for Kaiser's development. Because we saw Kaiser from Ness's perspective, but then we learned about Kaiser from his own perspective. And you say it's plot armor. Like, your main character needs to develop. Nobody's gonna watch a story or read a story where the main character does not evolve at all. And there's usually one of two ways to do this. You flush out their character through backstories to give more hindsight into their mental state and their development up to this point, or they just randomly awaken a new power, or they just win. Like, if they just win, there's no payoff. Like, you need to have development. If a character is just wins because they're them, what purpose is there to read? There's no development for your character.
Might as well watch One Punch Man.
Yeah. Like,
do you guys want a super overpowered character who learns nothing about like life lessons? Well, One Punch Man is the closest thing that you can probably get to that. Like, he does learn things along the way, but he's realistically already the strongest, and there is even no contention. And that's the whole point of that manga series, is to show that in a relatively boring world, following a character with completely overpowered abilities compared to everyone else is perceived as boring. But the aspects around it are what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
And that's why One Punch Man is actually successful, because there's other aspects in which make it more interesting than just, oh, the protagonist doesn't have anything to work for because he's already the strongest.
Yeah. Let's take Shido. Right? Let's take Shido. We know nothing about Shiro aside from what we see in Blue Lock. We know nothing. We know from his character book that he didn't even play soccer before Blue Lock. So, in order to try and set up, like, his character, if you want an awakening, you're going to want to flesh out his backstory. Or you're going to want to flesh out his character from what we don't know, and that's usually done through backstories. Like, take, fucking, who else can we take? Like, what's a good example? Like, do you call Chigiri plot armor? He got a
Quite the
backstory
opposite.
before Team W,
Quite the opposite.
and then he wins. Do you call that plot armor?
No, they've been pushing it up like before that backstory itself that he was been fighting that battle, so it's not plot armor.
Yeah, and you're building up like plot armor as like, oh, this character just randomly got an awakening. It's that turn for that character to get development, so they're gonna get central focus and likely a backstory. Like Yukimiya in the Manshine game. People are like, why did Yukimiya got a backstory? That's where I really heard backstory mention started, was in the Manshine match. Right? Because there was Chigiri's backstory, Nagi and Rayo's slight one with Chris Prince and all them, and then you had Yukimiya's backstory and all that stuff, right? Those are to flesh out the characters and their development. Like, we get the small flashbacks about Manshine City to see what they did to develop from when we last saw them to now. Like, Chigiri awakening his golden zone, Nagi learning how to do the zero reset turn. Like, backstories are needed to push a character forward. Same thing with Yukimiya. If Yukimiya was never going blind, there's going to be other way for him to develop. Like, you're going to have to find another way to include a backstory. But it's a good way that you develop, okay, Yukimiya, he's going blind. That's why he's so stressed out. That's why he was so snappy at Isagi. He's losing his chances for his dream. His dream is disappearing. And why he was so pissed at Isagi, Isagi stole his chance to kind of secure his dream and secure his treatment of his vision because he's on a time limit. Like, anyone who claims plot armor really doesn't understand the narrative importance of backstories for development of characters, and any story you read is going to have a backstory and plot armor. Because plot armor isn't plot armor. It's plot. Extending the story forward with development of characters. That's not plot armor. What plot armor is overpowered MC stories like Solo Leveling, where your character is just overwhelmingly strong. And no one beats them.
We're gonna end this off very simply. What we're saying is important, and what we're pointing out as true is true. If you don't like it, you're in the wrong stream. If you continue to disagree, you're either rage baiting or you're ignorant.
Yeah.
And
Anyways.
you should read your own manga properly.
Yeah, reread Blue Lock. That's my suggestion.
Reread Red Key. Okay.
I'm going to pull a "we are better than you" moment because it's going to be frankly true. We reread the manga lots and lots and lots and lots and lots for these videos that we publish. Do you think you know more than us? Clearly not, if you're disagreeing with our points.
Yeah.
It's not even opinion at this point, they're just factual.
I'm not going to expand on this because Raven said we're done. Yes, it does apply to Hiyori. It does apply to...
Wait,
it does
there
apply to...
was a time you were telling us about like how MCs don't have plot armor when you were asking if Isagi... When you were asking us on our opinion on Isagi, could you like care to share on the MC thing?
Yeah, they don't have plot armor. The story the story follows your main character. Like, they're gonna develop. What's plot armor? Isagi learning how to use luck?
Plot armor is a very loose term because people are just like... People come from places where plot armor is used for like any scenario, but plot armor is like really like revive the main character 7 times because, you know, they're the main character.
Goku existing was plot armor. Goku dying 3 times and coming back all 3 times, that's plot armor, and it was done because of sales.
Admittedly, yes, because they wanted to make Gohan the main character, but then fucking couldn't because they couldn't think of any good ideas, so they brought back Goku and was like, alright, he's back, he's gonna be the main character again.
That's plot armor.
Think of any ideas.
That's plot armor. But the plot armor is saying, oh, Isagi learned how to use luck. Number 1, you don't understand what luck is in the series, because Ego literally explains that luck is not just pure coincidence. It's coincidence created by a chance you created yourself.
to take
That's
up
what-
on your score.
That's what luck is. Like that, we learned that in the second selection. He saw it and he lost because of luck.
You don't even have to read for that. You can watch the anime.
Yeah. And now Isagi learned how to use it. That's development. Isagi,
Once again, didn't even have to read for that. You could just watch the anime.
you're just saying because it's plot armor, no basic development, just basic plot armor. Like, come on, bro. What do you mean? You're saying plot armor without... What is plot armor? Explain to me. Define plot armor right now.
He's gonna look up the definition and go like, all right, this is Isagi. I'm in denial.
Yeah. It's plot
true.
armor because it's no development and it's basic plot armor. Okay, what's plot armor? Plot armor is no development because it's plot armor. Doesn't answer my
I
question.
feel like there was a time where it actually meant something, but now people are like, okay, Isagi did this. I don't like it. Plot armor. That's how they be like these days. Rage baiting.
Luck in Blue Lock is literally described as a coincidence created by an individual that others could not understand how it was made. That's luck. That is luck in Blue Lock. By 100% it is.
If you want a different definition of how they utilize luck in other like aspects, go to Kuroko's Basket. There is like a whole character based on that aspect of luck, but in use of items and zodiac signs. That's a different definition of luck. There's 3 definitions of luck. You may be referring to one bit of luck, or you may just be completely wrong about what luck is referring to.
Plot armor is a way to narrate a character where it'll have no development but will still make the character win or become overpowered. Example of plot armor: Isagi, Rin, and Kaiser, plain and simple. You haven't given me an example. You just say the characters, but I can give you many examples why they're not plot armor. For example,
Isagi's lost on many occasions.
Isagi still hasn't beat Rin.
Yeah.
How is that plot armor?
You can say the quote unquote beating of Rin was like, you know, when he was on the same team as him and he's in the U20 match and scored. But realistically, they were tied 1 goal apiece. It was just a moral win for Isagi, not really an actual win, because in 2 out of 3 matches that they played so far, with the current Bayern Munich versus PXG game not even concluded, Rin has won both times.
Yeah, like
Wait, who do you guys
Isagi.
think did better in
Isagi.
that
The whole
game?
reason of the second selection is literally Isagi development. Take Isagi when it's the 3v3 match against Rain to the 4v4 match against Rain, and are you trying to tell me that those 2 Isagis are the exact same? They're not. He learned and developed as a player. He learned how to use his eyes. He learned how to use his off-the-ball skills. He learned how to extort other people's weapons and become an adaptability monster, someone who can easily adapt to situations. And if you're trying to say, "Oh, easy adaptability is plot armor," how is that not like any other character who understands the situation and then can implement it? Anyone with a high game IQ has good adaptability. Isagi just so happens to have one of the highest game IQs in the series. And if Isagi doesn't have it, some other character will. And are you going to call them plot armor? No.
All right, guys. Do you want to complain about Isagi's main character presence? Because if you do, just read the episode Nagi manga instead. Go for it. You can focus on a different main character.
Just read episode.
When does Kaiser even know about luck and still score with it? Like, come on, bro. You think luck is only a term learned in Blue Lock?
Okay, no. We're moving on. That is actually stupid. Whoever said that, you're stupid.
Dude, doesn't Noah literally explain luck pretty simply in another term, like the coincidence, like the chance, and then the pinch, plummet,
yeah.
like the pinch, the chance and the pinch. Is that achieving luck or not?
Blue Lock is only learned in Blue Lock. Luck is only learned in Blue Lock. Nothing else. Nothing
Brother,
else.
Yeah, you are wild. Luck is not plot armor, and if you think so, stop reading the manga and switch off because you don't understand the concepts. Go switch over to Aoishi with the shitty ass goals. Go ahead. I saw the latest chapter. Go ahead. Switch over to that bullshit.
Okay. Anywho, yeah, so this chapter was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. I thought the chapter was good. I think if they combined these 2 chapters, 288 and 289, it would have been one of my favorite chapters. By far.
It's unfortunate that we have enough break week, but hey, that's for us to get more views because people are desperate for content.
Yeah.
We care about money.
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 Do you remember the Mr. Krabs yesterday? Were you here for Mr. Krabs, Raven?
Um, I don't know.
Okay, so we were going through the voice actor auditions yesterday for.
Oh
the
yeah,
video.
yeah.
And someone
Okay.
applied for Baratsuda, and it sounded exactly like Mr. Krabs. I'm talking like inflection, like it literally, like,
Yeah, I
hey,
was
we're
there
getting
for that.
money, and we fucking so fucking funny.
Yeah, Mara.
Also, I'm sorry, Aoishi's good. It's not good. It's decent to me. I started watching the anime. I gotta read the manga of it once I'm finished with the anime. It's pretty decent. It's pretty okay. It's not like I like Blue Lock more, but I'm not to say that Aoishi's bad.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I wish she's not Death Note, so I think it's kind of mid.
Aoishi has really good character development. I'll say that. It has really
Once
good
again,
character
still
development.
not Death Note, mid.
Yeah, still not Death Note, still not Kaiser's voice actor.
Exactly.
How many
I'm
submissions
saying.
do we have? for
Also,
the voice
Cross
actor?
Path, if you think Blue Lock is overrated, why are you on my stream?
Nah, that's a rage bear right there. That's a
Why
rage
are you
bear.
here?
You
I'm
must
a
be
solely
watching
Blue
the
Lock
show,
content creator.
man.
To rage bait, bro. He's
Yeah.
he's there to get you by the balls and
Oh,
twist.
I don't care. Rage bait gets me views. Rage bait gets me views.
You're
I don't
contributing to
care.
his
Don't like
paycheck.
it, bro.
Paycheck.
Yeah.
Why am I low? What do you mean? The fuck?
Yeah, your audio is very low. Now I'm realizing.
Okay.
Oh, it's because I'm
What do you mean
using a
you-
phone.
What do you mean you never said that? You're coming on here to rage bait, but like you're saying holy glaze, man, as I'm talking about Blue Lock and one of its key concepts. If you don't like it, why are you on a Blue Lock stream?
Dude, keep giving us paycheck by just watching the stream. We need it.
Yo, if you are just here to debate, like say, oh, luck doesn't make sense, it's a key concept of Blue Lock's story. Why are you here?
Nagi doesn't succeed in Uber Sky Dragon.
Put the fries in the bag, man. Put the fries.
I think he's saying, what if Nagi had a full team support him, like with Bato?
Oh,
kind of had that, but then he threw it away. Just
Yeah, that's kind of what man.
upgrade.
Honestly, every team in
every
every team in the NEL is kind of like supporting one character, and it's really annoying. I wish there was multiple things. Like PXG was the closest we got to multiple supporting things, but even then,
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, even then it's just
still
two
the
it's
ring
two
show
strikers
now.
instead of one. Good job we doubled it.
What did you never
Doubling
say,
it with the
Crosspath? That
voice
luck
actor.
doesn't make sense. You just said that. We had a whole like I think 15-minute debate on that. What luck is. So whatever. And a quick question. Who would you rather be your striker? Ness, 100%. Nico is not even a striker. Nico was a midfielder. Nico came into Blue Lock as a
Way
midfielder.
better.
Ness also.
Oh, Nico.
What kind of shooting does Nico have?
Ness.
Yeah.
Anywho, so
Exactly,
shall we
I'm
move
what
on to the next topic of the stream,
Yeah.
which we have
Yeah.
perfectly set up.
Raven, I don't have it set up yet. You gotta send it to me.
You have to set up your own.
Oh, wait, here's something we can do. In 1 minute, Hideo's posting brutally ranking every player in the Blue Lock versus U20 match. Oh, Suki, your video idea is getting taken.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'ma still
Are
fucking
you-
upload that bitch. People
Are
are waiting
you
for that
fuck-
shit.
Are you?
Are-
Well, technically, you did it first, but just with one team instead of the other.
Yeah. Well, no, he's ranking.
They know I'm putting that up. I'm still putting that shit up.
Yeah. We can react. I'll honestly, if you guys have to go, that's fine. I might say to just react to his takes on stream. I might
On
say to react.
Hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that, bro.
Crazy.
But yeah, so our next topic of the stream is ranking every one of Raven's videos that he posted in 2024. If you guys would want this for my own video, you guys can let me know, and we'll do a whole stream just going through my videos. Because I posted a lot. I think I posted a lot more than Raven did.
Yeah, I did not allow any sort of videos in which are reviews though.
Yeah.
That cuts your uploads in like half.
Oh, wait, what do you mean, like chapter reviews or just like?
Yeah, because
Well, no,
those are
I
not
think, like,
original video.
five.
I only
ideas.
I only started
Fair.
doing chapter reviews back in November.
Yeah, that's fair. But
Like-
then you also have the episode Nagi review of the movies, episode reviews.
Yeah. Which even then I would rank that like maybe like a B or C tier at best. Like
Yeah.
like the review wasn't even really good. It was just because I was the first one to ever get a review out on the movie that it did so well. Like I think I was. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty sure.
To your own
You're
horn
like
anyway.
the big creator to do it, like to actually take time to edit a video on it. Yeah, you were the first.
Yeah, I stayed up all night to do it. So, anyways, we'll start with Raven's first video, which was what was this? What was this again?
What even is BLUELOCK?
Blue.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch this video. My
That's
first video I watched from
completely
you. My first video I watched from you was BLUELOCK under 10 minutes.
For me, it was the alignments video. That's how I figured out about Raven.
I watched Raven's under 10 minutes one, and then I watched his alignment video.
Speaking of, get ready for another under 10 minutes of season 2 very soon.
Under 10 minutes of season 2. Only use PowerPoint.
Yeah, no, it's like there's going to be a portion of the video that is literally just PNG sliding across the screen.
No, please, just make it a PowerPoint with dialogue over it. Because season 2 was so shitty, I'm doing it I'm doing it in the same style of season 2. Can y'all discuss the players who have the highest chance to make top 23 in the NL example games left? I made a whole video on this. Raven's making one himself. So we're not going to talk about that on stream. If you want it, you can go check out my video. Raven's video.
Check out his video, bro. Give him more views because he doesn't even have that many. What was it, like 80k? He deserves more.
Yeah. Also, don't say Hideo's truly milking his content. I took 35 minutes to talk about 23 characters. Okay, I milked that shit. That shit.
You took 8 minutes to talk about the honorable mentions.
I did. I took 8 minutes to get into the actual top 23. I took 8 minutes.
That's crazy. What's the retention on that video?
Yeah, but it's also one of my favorite videos I've edited, so I would go check that out.
Completely fair. If you enjoyed the editing process, then completely fair. But like,
yeah, like I would rank that in my if I was doing a tier list, I would rank that in peak me, like peak era.
Bro, I just realized BioShow spent £10 just to realize he can't talk about this on stream.
I'm sorry, BioShell. I appreciate you. If you want to
briefly go through them all.
If you want to
go through them.
Okay, briefly go through them all.
We need a paper, bro.
What were they? What were they?
Raichi was 23rd. 22nd was Nanase Fukaku.
No. It was Zantetsu. Zantetsu Fukaku.
Zantetsu's Fukaku. Yeah. Okay.
Here. I'll go through them right now.
Right?
I'll go through the bids.
That's pretty no.
I'll go through the bids right now because I have the script here. Thankfully, I still have it. Not ranking you 20 goals. Top 23. Here we go.
Number 1 was Ikiguri.
Yeah.
At 300 million. Yeah.
Here we go. So
it was Nishioka.
Yeah. Okay. So 23rd place was Raichi with a bid of 26 million. Then it was Zantetsu and Fukaku tied for 21st or 22nd with 28 million. Then it was Kyoryujin in 20th place with a value of 30 million yen. After him, it was Sendo and Gagamaru tied for 18th or 19th place with a value of 37 million yen. And then after them, it was Hiyori at 17th place with a value of 39 million yen. After him was Nico in 16th with 40 million yen. Then Corona with 41 million yen. Audio after him 14th place with 45 million yen. Karasu in 13th with 47 million yen. Yukimiya in 12th with 48 million yen. Atoya in 11th with a bid of 50 million yen. Entering the top 10, you have Rhea with 55 million yen. Then Aiku with 60 million yen in 9th. Kunigami in 8th with 70 million yen. Chigiri in 7th with 75 million yen. Bachara in 6th with 97 million yen. Nagi in 5th place with a value of 100 million yen. Shido in 4th with a value of 130 million yen. Bado in 3rd with 150 million. Green in 2nd with 260 million yen. And Isagi in 1st with 275 million yen. So that was my ranking.
That's the list, gamers.
Ravens, you should go check out in the future because it's gonna come out when this Saturday. I think you said
this Saturday. We're back to Saturday uploads. No more anime episodes.
Also, yeah, I'm gonna post. I might do a hot take video, so you guys submit your hot takes and I go over them just because I really like doing that. I think could be fun to do. Yeah. So I would say for Raven, your first video, I would say it's not very memorable. I don't even think it broke 1,000 views, and I didn't watch it. So
it's completely fair. It's still that classic introduction to your channel kind of shit that you gotta do sometimes.
Okay, so Reen alignment video, so the PXG alignment video. What would you say? Because again, this is you.
Okay, so if I was just ranking those, like, because I remember all my videos, Yeah, you don't have them in order. I put them in order of like what I released them in, so it's gonna be difficult for me. The Rin alignment, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It was my latest alignment video, so from there it was like better editing quality. But of course, like I look back on the alignment series as a good idea, but of course, like my execution now has improved so drastically that I don't believe that they're good videos on my standard. So, but I would rate the first one as a solid moneymaker, and then the rest of them as just rubbish. So the Isagi, the Isagi thumbnail, because that's got over 10k views, 11k views. So
the Ravin one?
No, the Isagi one.
This one?
Yeah,
or the
it's Isagi chaos. It's Isagi chaotic evil.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put all the alignment ones next to each other, so we'll just go.
But yeah, I basically was just like, it's a good money maker. It doesn't even break 8 minutes, which is also like probably less of the fact. But in comparison to the other ones, it's a solid money maker.
Okay, so you would say this one here. Okay. What about Isagi? So Isagi chaotic one, same thing, or?
But no, the Isagi chaotic one is the solid money maker. The rest are just rubbish, in my opinion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Highest potential team. I think that's what that says.
Yeah, that was my video to like fucking. It was just me going through a video idea in which I really couldn't actually grasp on, because I wanted to talk about the NEL in a more proper way, but of course, looking back on it, I had some quite absurd takes.
Yeah. Crosspath. If you're asking to support money for send money to support to the film, you can send super chats to this stream. You can send them like to any of the trailer, and don't send it to the trailer because the money won't go through. Actually, it did go for Suki. Just don't send it for don't send it on there. Send it on like any of the videos breaking down stuff, or you can send it here. I think this is probably the easiest way to do it.
Where's my fucking pen?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know you donated on that video at first until like yesterday.
I messaged you, you cock.
You did? Well, I feel bad now.
I told you, can you please pin this so we can have a fucking challenge to see who donates and shit.
Yeah. But if you're interested, you can donate on this stream. You can donate on go to the latest chapter video and just donate there. Because if you guys donate, you get put at the end of the film and in the credits as a contributor to the film. Just because you're donating, you're actually helping us make the film. I'm not gonna just like not include you, And
it gives them the animators more budget to work with and stuff like that.
Yeah. We have officially started going through Act 1 and going through like the really detailed scenes. I will say this. In the film, there's going to be a lot of like emotional stuff. Like there's definitely going to be leaning towards the psychology. So if you're not a fan of the psychology of Blue Lock and you just want soccer, this film is not for you. Like obviously we're going to make the soccer insane, but there's a lot of mental and there's a lot of mental psychology aspects. There's a lot of like comparisons of characters and analogies. Like you gotta actually like know Blue Lock if you're gonna enjoy the movie. So I'm gonna say that now. But yeah, anyway, so highest potential team. Ravin, sorry to interrupt you. Go through.
Yeah, I would put it as not very memorable. I barely remember it.
Yeah. I would say under 10 minutes. I would say it's not a solid money maker in my opinion, but it's definitely like I wouldn't put it in reload it because you can't really do something like that. But like I would say it's definitely deep because that's what got me to your channel.
I think moneymaker because it's not very memorable, because it is very memorable to me, but it's not like reloaded type shit.
It's unfortunate because actually both of them got like the same amount of views, which is quite interesting, but like it's only like 1.7k, which
also, is Loki going to be in the film? I will let you guys know who's going to be in the film when I send out the auditions, because there's a character list. If a character is not there, they either A, already have a voice, or B, we're still figuring out if they're going to have some lines in the film.
He's going to be spamming Mbappe the whole time, bro.
How long is the movie going to be? Between 60 and 90 minutes, give or take. What if the Blue Lock creator wants your fan-made movie to be an actual movie animation in the theaters? I would suck them off if that happened.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to, of course, pay us for all of our hard work and make Ravin an official character for the BLUELOCK World Championship project game.
The only thing I would care about is I wouldn't care about straight up money. Like, I don't even care if I get paid directly.
You want to shout out?
No, I want I would love to be able to make sure my team gets paid. Right? I want my team to get paid. If anything, I don't care if I make a cent off the movie. I want my team to get paid. Right?
Real.
Second, a shout out, cool. I don't care that much. Ravin can get a shout out. It'd be awesome if I got one. I'm not saying that. What I would really want to do, I would love to meet I would want the voice actors, the actual official voice actors, to voice the characters of like the series. So like Isagi would voice Isagi, Ravin would voice Rain, Kaiser would voice Kaiser. I would want that, and I would want to meet them, have an interview with them, make content revolving around meeting the voice actors and stuff, and sit in the theater and watch it with them for a debut screening.
Cute.
How much does your team need to get paid? I'm paying my team whatever it costs. If I have to spend thousands of dollars out of pocket, I'm gonna be spending all of the money I make off of YouTube goes directly into the movie budget. I make enough from college returns for I don't have to pay for food. I don't have to pay for housing. I get all that through college returns anyways, and I get about $6,000 back every 4 months. I'm good, right? I don't need to worry about making money myself. So all my YouTube money goes into an account that I pay the animators out of. So if I spend it just depends on however much you guys want to donate to support. I'm spending all the money myself. I think Ravin said he wants to help, but he's not. I'm not forcing him to.
I would want to help. Yes.
Yeah. Like, we're paying out of pocket for this, and you guys are helping, which I appreciate so much. You don't have to feel obligated to, but again, it helps so much. So I know we keep getting sidetracked off the tier list, but
just watching the movie or watching the trailer, just sharing it around when it comes out is very appreciated because it allows for the animators that worked on it to be recognized and possibly like commissioned for stuff. So
yeah, also this goes on their resume too. Like, they helped work on this film, and if it get the trailer got, I think it's at 130,000 views.
It's above that, but yeah. What's it on now? Let me check.
131. It's at 132,000 views. If the movie gets that, they can the animators of my team can put on their resume that they helped animate a film that got over 130,000 views on social media. And then they can show their cuts, and they can actually use this for employment. This helps them too, and I want to make sure that this does well.
Cinco got a bunch of new followers off of that one cut on TikTok.
Yeah, Kaizen got a lot. We are trying to hire Demo, one of the most popular fan animators. We're trying to get him on the film. He said he said he was interested. So if he's down, I want him on.
I want KO, or I forgot his name, as the sports announcer. You know those TikTok edits with him saying that would be a fucking orgasmic for Fred right there.
That would be very nice. But yeah, so the movie's doing well. The movie will be posted on YouTube on its own site. It'll be posted to YouTube. It'll be posted to YouTube, and in case it does get taken down, we're gonna upload it to I'm gonna upload it to a Google Drive. The film will be there. The link will the link will be pinned in the new Egoist Discord. So if you want to watch it, you can literally go to the Discord, click the link, and it'll pull up a Google Drive with the movie in at least 1080p, so you can watch it there. So yeah, the film's gonna happen. There's gonna be ways for you to watch it. We're advertising the hell out of it. I mean, we made posters. I want to make a trailer breakdown, but it's very depends on if you guys want that or not. So yeah. So that's kind of the plan. But anyways, getting back to the tier list, Ravin. BLUELOCK character weapons.
That's my short series. Of course, people should know about the abilities of BLUELOCK characters. I would put this not very memorable.
Is it my honestly? I'd say it was good. It was my Arsenal video.
Yeah, it's your condensed Arsenal videos. Whilst you make your Arsenal videos into fully fledged videos, I do it under a minute.
Yeah, which I think is honest. Honestly, no, I would put them in Reloaded. It's such good content that you can make into longer forms like I do, but you could also make it in short forms that you can constantly update and reload to do. and post. Like
Yeah.
I think
It's like very rewatchable.
any
too.
content that you can make long form that also can be made short form is such a good kind of content because it appeals to both aspects of viewership.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
What's the
Nick-
other side?
The other I think I'd put it in solid moneymaker. Like it's
Yeah.
the part 2. You did part 1 of Blue Lock, part 2, second selection of the
Yeah.
under 10 minutes. I'd say I put them in the same tier. Like I would say solid moneymaker. It was good. Got people to read through.
I say like in terms of confidence and outspeaking, my second one's better, but in terms of like writing, my first one was way better.
Yeah. It was still good though. I liked it.
So it's going to be two aspects that I combined into doing season 2 in under 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that would definitely be my best one, and I aim for it to be my best one. That'll come out. That's I don't know something.
So you got your best manga cover. I'm gonna be honest. I would put this down here. I'm not a fan of tier list videos like that, especially when they're very like.
I've done quite a few tier list videos, so you can just.
Yeah. But this is just my opinion. Like I'm sure you like have if you think it was good.
No, I don't think this one was good. I mean, I made an updated one.
Yeah, like
which weirdly enough is not on this tier list, but hey.
I think we can say this though.
This is peak.
Breakdown of Michael Kaiser, Botcha the breakdown video. These are peak. These are by far some of your best videos you have ever made. And
I put the impact on Michael Kaiser and reload it because it's literally being reloaded. But there is so much. There's some when I look back on it, you guys may love it, but when I look back on it, I realize all the insecurities that I have.
I would love for you to do one on Ness now.
Yeah, that could definitely be a possibility.
Like
because I barely talked about Ness when it came to talking about Michael Kaiser in that video. And Ness is just as important as a factor, so I'm kind of surprised I avoided
I'm gonna do
him.
one too. Like I know I'm not the same thing, but I'm gonna do a Ness video, talking about like what I think of Ness and why he's actually a really really well written character, and
perfect time.
that'll probably go up this weekend, so that's probably what I'll do.
Valid.
But yeah,
but
I
my
would love to see you
bachelor
do
one
one.
My bachelor one is what I would consider my best upload so far.
Your Bachelor one was really really good. I like your Kaiser one more.
Back to the left, then yeah. Oh wait,
I like your Kaiser one more, mostly because I made the thumbnail for your Kaiser one, and I was pretty proud of it.
I make it, so therefore I deserve it.
I make it, therefore it's mine.
For the analysis of Bachelor, I don't take back anything I said. Like the way that I analyze Bachelor and his monster, his interpretation of his ego and his manifestations and whatever. I believe it's all very solid and it holds up to this day.
It is.
My only regret is that it got copyright claimed.
Yeah.
But hey,
I would have recommended if you do this again, dub over the scenes yourself, because I think it'd be really funny. Like imagine you dub over it, you make the music, so you're just making your microphone like like you're adding your own music.
that takes away from the seriousness of an analysis, though. I make slight jokes, but like if there's a long extension of time where I'm just not even analyzing, I'm just fucking around. It does take away from that genre, which is why I do that sort of thing in the under 10 minutes videos.
Because, you could do. Why don't you try to show the manga panels with like you show the manga panels like you did with your Metavision one, like for the chapter review when Omnivision dropped. Like you went over dialogue and kind of talked over the chapter.
Yeah. I mean that was one of my like better variants of content because that was also a way to avoid copyright.
Yeah. It was, but I really liked that video too, mostly because it did really well for both of us.
Yeah, that's when we were like, oh, we're correct because we're getting views.
We're fucking right. The amount of times I saw people saying, nah, you're tripping, you're coping, nah, this bullshit, nah, you're not right, you're right, you're not right at all. And as soon as the stuff drops, we see it and like, suck my wiggly dick.
Yeah. I mean, we both had that same opinion of like, of course, Omnivision may or may not be the official name, but it's actually True Flow State.
Yeah.
And that was the aspect we were discussing Isagi's evolution of his metavision, which was his true flow state, and which was actually proven to us true ego,
and
true
exactly
ego.
I think we both had made a video on what we think it is, and then when we dropped it, people were like, "No, you're wrong." And as soon as it came out, it was exactly what we talked about. Like it was exactly like
yeah.
I'm like,
eat my ass. Eat my ass.
Was wondering what the new character name was, and if it would be what?
The new character name in the movie trailer?
In the movie?
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, it's Mbappe. He just I'm not gonna say that.
We're not gonna reveal anything about the character until the next trailer drops, which hopefully will be in a couple months. Because we're gonna show the full opposing team, like the antagonists. We're gonna show some more gameplay. Like it's gonna be like a full on like minute 30 trailer, full on. You're gonna see gameplay. You're gonna see movement. You're gonna see full on character design. You're gonna hear voice acting. Like you're gonna hear all that stuff. Like so we're not gonna reveal anything until then. I will say it's an original character. I like what we're doing with it. I like how he's being written. I like how the character's being crafted, and I'm sure you guys will too. So, but I personally, I have no problems with it. Ravin works specifically with our character designers to come up with the character, so I'm not one to comment on it. So it's kind of mostly up to Ravin if he's okay with that character being in like a Roblox game to advertise it. So it's not my decision; it's up to him. But I'm personally okay with it.
Fun.
Do you guys think you've written good enough stories for the new OC characters to be like fan favorites, or like to be like, all right, this is a cool character to lean behind?
What did you read from the chat arrow, by the way?
What do you mean? Like
it was something regarding me?
It was something regarding the character at the end of the movie. He was saying what the character's name is, and would it be okay if in a Roblox game that character was added as a usable character, like with weapons, the name, the skills, to advertise the character. And I was saying we're not revealing anything about the character for a couple months. But
I personally want you to get in contact with me.
Yeah, get personally in contact with Ravin. I think his email is reachable in his description of his YouTube.
Yeah, I have a business email. Just contact me via there. Don't add stuff without my permission.
But he's the one who helped create the characters for the opposing team. I was working more with the writing guys. He worked to create all the antagonists and the new characters that we're adding for the film. So you're gonna really have to go talk to him about that. But yeah, it's a good character. I really how they're being made and written. So I think you guys will too. But anyways, cutting back to
he's also so hot.
Yeah. Cutting back to the tier list. Your best duo video.
I stand by this duo video. Of course, there's new duos, but like, I ultimately said Burū and Lorenzo are the best duo.
But low-key, reload it.
I'm actually of an opposite opinion. This video is not very memorable to me. I watched it. It was cool, but it's not a video I would really ever rewatch. In my opinion,
That's fine.
Like. It was fine, decent video. It just nothing draws.
He's calling me shit, guys. He's calling me shit.
I would put it not very memorable, but I think if you guys say reload it, you guys cool with putting it like solid moneymaker in terms of like middle of where we will think.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah. So there's a video on here that's not supposed to be. It's the episode Nagi chapter review, and that's actually supposed to be the fucking manga cover.
Well, it's fine. Peak Ravin. We can put the manga review in the not very memorable because it's a chapter review. After the chapter's done releasing, it's not really going to get any more views.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like who's going to go watch a chapter review of a chapter that they've already read fully. Oh, also Onyx, if you're here, can you tag the link to join the new Egoist Geeks Discord? Can you type that in chat so I can pin it? Yeah, if you guys are new, go join our Discord server. We're literally 4 members away from 1,000 members, and I think our moderators were talking about doing a giveaway at 1,000. So, yeah, go join the Discord server. Link is in the description of the stream as well. So if you want to go join it and have a chance to be in the giveaway. Go join that Discord. It's really cool. If you want also more information about the movie, that's where all the information gets released first. So yeah. What's Raven's email? Go to his account. If you're wondering what Raven's email is, go to his YouTube channel. The link to his channel is down below in the description as well, and it's in his bio. Like I'm pretty sure
I can try and get it, but no promises. Give me a sec.
Just check his. Here, I'll pull it up. I'll show them where they can find it. Raven Geeks. Here we go. Community. His thing here. Yeah, his business email is literally in his bio of his channel. I'm not putting it in chat because I don't want to have everyone just start spamming him with emails unless you want me to do that.
I just put any of those kinds of emails in spam anyway.
Okay.
It's got to be actual business stuff. You can't fucking expect me to respond to just anything.
Yeah. Here we go. I'll mute the live. Here's his. That's Raven's email there. If you are wondering what his is for reaching out to him regarding anything, and if you want to tell him that you love him, like I do, that's how I confess my love to him through email. I know I'm so romantic. That's how you do it. Anyways, going back to the ranking thing. Your Kuroko Basket 1 peak Raven. I don't think that has any debate. Like, what do you say?
I would I would honestly rate it as Reload It.
Really?
Yeah, I'm brutal with my videos. Yeah, I'm also kind of spiteful because the Kuroko Basket video, I understand why they did so well, but then the One Piece one that I didn't do anything. Like I expected it to hit like at least 5K views, bro. It's on like just over 2,000, and I'm just like, well, I put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah, it's one of those you put so much time and effort, and it just never comes back to you. It's hurtful. I know the feeling. But yeah, I would still say it's really good. It's a very good video. What was this video? What was this one done here? Was it a ranking? Did you do a ranking prediction?
Can you describe because I'm not watching stream.
It's Isagi, Baro, and Rain. It has Isagi
yeah,
that was with a question mark.
Predicting the top bids of top 10 bids of by the end of the NEL.
Okay. So where would you want to rank that, Suki? What would you say? Because
I barely even think my opinions have changed from that, but I also just think it's a solid moneymaker. I had no other reason to make it.
I don't remember anything in the video. I'm gonna have to rewatch it to get an idea of what you're gonna do for your next video because I don't remember it at all.
Wait, what video? I'm on TikTok. What video?
Get the fuck off TikTok, bitch! You're on my stream.
I'm watching your stream on TikTok.
Eat my. Oh wait, my stream's up on TikTok.
Yes, it's on both.
Ah. I forgot about that. I completely forgot that my stream is up on TikTok. That's kind of well damn. But yeah, I would say that's you say that's a solid moneymaker. I would say we put it there. What about
the Bachelor thumbnail one?
Yeah, your what blue lock character are you? What blue lock character are you?
It's like your characteristics based off of your favorite blue lock character. Where I completely read people. I don't think I've gotten a single one wrong.
I fucking love this so much. I think it's my second favorite from your channel.
It's me just completely reading everyone because
it's just peak Raven.
People are predictable. You lot are predictable. Psychologically, I read you like a book.
This is fair. All right. What about this one? What is this one? Ranking characters? What is
what's the thumbnail feature?
Your character's avatar. It has a tier list.
Talent versus hard work.
This one I think was good. I would say reload it because it's definitely.
It's not like a typical tier list format video, which I appreciate.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate it more.
My hottest take: saying Bachelor is talented.
Yeah, we had a debate about that, and you did change my mind. So I will say Raven's got one up on me on that.
Bro, it didn't compute in people's minds. Of course, I made this video before the episode Nagi chapter of Karasu saying that he was not talented came out, so I would definitely change my opinion on Karasu. But other than that,
Karasu mid Rasu.
I pretty much stick with every other opinion in this video.
Yeah. All right. What about your Devil Fruit one, your One Piece one?
I put that in peak.
Peak
I'm
Raven?
spiteful.
Yeah. Best new Gen 11 one. Definitely, I would say definitely reload it because that is a video that you can talk about over and over again. The topic of just what characters should be considered new Generation 11.
It was also defending you. That was also the part of the purpose, because you made a video you were getting hated on, and I was like, okay, let me come in with all the stuff that you got as
I'm still not wrong.
feedback. Yeah, you're not wrong, but let me get all the stuff that you got as hate comments disagreeing with you and just counter all the points, and then people still bring up those same points to counter my argument, and I'm like, I've already covered it, here's the timestamp.
Yeah. Your Hiyori and Isagi what if? I'm gonna be honest, I don't rank these very high. I don't like what if.
Yeah, you don't like what ifs. Well,
but I will admit, solid moneymaker. They're very enjoyed by the community.
All what if fucking videos are money makers.
Not on my channel. A lot of the what ifs I made didn't do very well.
You get recommended on that shit a lot. I just know you don't fuck with that head anymore.
Yeah, like here, what if I type in what ifs on my search?
But then there's some what ifs. It's like you can answer in a minute. So it's like, do you really want to do it?
Like here, rank of my views. My biggest what ifs were what if players went to alternative stratums, right? It's pretty much it. Like I did what if Zantetsu joined Nagi Seishiro and Mikage Ryo in the second selection? What if Isagi lost in the second selection? What if Team 7 from Naruto was in Blue Lock? Like those videos did just under 3K. I'm just like, I'm not really a fan of those videos, so I just decided I'm not gonna make any more like that. But anyways, I understand why people like stuff like that, but I'm just not a fan of it. Best anime goals. I don't remember this video at all.
Oh, don't worry, no one does.
So these two are these two the same video here? This is better than Nagi and then the salaries one.
Yeah, it's basically one's the old version, one's the new version.
Old one, I say solid moneymaker. New one, reload it because this one got taken down and this one didn't, implying this one's better.
Yeah, but that was also the video where you. I'm pretty sure that's how you recognized me when we first interacted.
It was. I think so.
So if that's a contributing factor, then.
I have an honest question. Did you know about my channel when I messaged you, or did you only find out after I messaged you?
After.
After? Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. The only BLUELOCK YouTuber I watched was Onyx.
That's fair. Like, I think I met Onyx. I met Onyx through you.
Yeah. When you ranted about the episode Nagi movie, and he was just like, "What?" and started laughing his ass off. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think reload it for Kisei versus Royale because some people don't seem to understand it, and like it's a good video, but no one seems to grasp the concept of it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because they're just like, oh, football versus basketball makes no sense, but like,
you're able to compare based on their performances in either sport.
Exactly. Wow. It's like it's not it's like it's. I just find it.
Right?
Pardon?
It's based on copycats. Kisuke, I'm sorry, what's his name? I forgot. But Rail versus Kira. I forgot the guy's name. Fuck!
Kisei?
I don't watch the anime, but I'm assuming that the guy also has copycats, so it's like basically comparing to the psychological.
But it's also good because they also played the other sport that they also played the sport that the other character does. Like Rail used to do basketball, now he does soccer. Kisei used to do soccer, now he does basketball. Like if you were to compare any characters, those two are the characters to do it. Like, because they've played the other sport.
Yeah.
And I think you need to
I'll
look at
make
it like
them
this.
copy
Kisei was
you.
so good at soccer that he quit. Like,
Yeah,
he was
and
so good that-
we saw Ray play basketball and he was dunking on people.
yeah.
He was really good at it too. He found it boring that no one could like challenge him too. So he was like dominant at that sport.
Yeah,
as well.
so it was a very fitting matchup. Like, if I
Yeah.
was going to do any others, it wouldn't be as fitting because they're both the copycats of their series. They both formerly played the supports that they're playing now, and they both had that sort of rich boy mentality.
Yeah.
But Kisei's less of a little bitch.
Yeah. Larry, let me ask you this. Your next one is the rivalry video. I remember very little about this video.
I went through every rival and their impact on Isagi and what they taught Isagi.
Okay, let me
Oh, this
ask
one
you
is
this.
good era.
On a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of 10 being peak, 1 being weak, where would you rate the rivalry of Bado and Nagi?
8.
Okay, thank you. I'll take that. Bado and Nagi is my favorite rivalry in the series.
It's not my favorite, but I respect it greatly because of the amount of like, just the intensity and of course the clashing of ideologies in which are vastly different from one another.
It's like
One
99
believes-
talent, 1% hard work versus 99 hard work, 1% talent.
Pretty much.
It's a great
Guys,
clash of.
Whilst
should we
Baro's
get a
genetically
maid
gifted, he's
battle
worked for
prepared?
everything else. Pardon, Tsuki?
Should we get a Maid Barrel Cafe spin-off?
We already
What?
got that with additional time at this point.
Nah, we need like
that
a
additional
we
time was
need more.
ages, bro.
Bro, it's peak, bro.
Here, if you guys get me the 10K before April, Raven will put his avatar in a Maid Bado cosplay for a video.
That's the shit I'm talking. Oh.
That's what I'll do. Raven, I will customize your avatar to be
Yeah,
a maid
you gotta
fit.
do it. You gotta do it.
I'll do it.
I'm not working with it.
I'll pay for it or I'll do it myself. I don't
I've been
care.
contacting my fucking avatar artist for ages. Bro's just been so busy.
Are they like busy with commissions or just with life?
Life.
Gotcha. All right. So rivalries, I will put that. Where would you put that?
I say reload it. It's a good video. I would say great video if you're a YouTuber and want to study Isagi.
Yeah. It's also, I think it's also good. You could do this topic, but with other characters. Like you could do a Nagi version. The rivalry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like characters with Nagi.
Yeah.
And-
Basically any character who's had like a lot of rivalries, but I feel like Isagi and Nagi are the two main ones for that.
Yeah. Because Nagi is basically the secondary main character. Like Rin is a
it's
close one, but it's definitely Nagi.
Maybe in exactly a year later, I'll do a Nagi one. So
Here,
from this video,
if you have
a year later.
Isagi, Rin, and Nagi be the 3 main characters, who is just outside of the top 3 and is 4? I say Chigiri. Like in terms of his.
It's got
usage
to
and
either be Chigiri or Baro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bao, but yeah, both those guys are like 4.
I just say Chigiri just because like the
I
thing
love
that
him
seals
so
it for
much.
me. No, it's the moment that he gets subbed off is what seals it for me. Of like Ego literally saying, if you wanted to stay on the pitch, you should have trained to get a body that could last the whole game. And then he comes back and has the stamina and physique to run full speed and now can run faster for an entire 90 minutes straight.
That's
like-
true. You want to see that development. And
His development is really, really good. And in terms of just not in terms of physical skills, this development as a person, I think is really good.
Nah,
It is
actually, Shido's got the best development.
Actually, kill yourself.
Actually, it's Karasu. You know, he got Metavision,
Yeah.
guys.
Speaking of that, I'll say this: latest chapter, I'm starting to get a little fond of Karasu. Like, I don't like his
You ju-
fans, but I
You just
like
hate
how
the-
he's being.
No,
written.
you've always liked him. Yeah.
It's just
And
the family.
made
They like him more than you.
I made the joke so many times in like the earlier videos. I was just like, "Oh, Era loves Karasu." Like, you don't love him, but you don't hate him at all.
No, but I like how he's really. I really like how he's been being written these last couple chapters. I really like it. I think he's being written.
They're finally acknowledging that Karasu was the 3rd place player in the 3rd selection.
Like, oh
Fine.
shit.
Oh
we
yeah,
got him
shit. He was
over
number
here.
3, wasn't he? Fuck, we gotta do something.
Shit, he's got to be relevant.
All right.
Toya, bro. Fuck you know.
I'll say this: I think your Shido one deserves to be in solid moneymaker. I wouldn't even put it up here in terms of the content. It's just an anime talking video that just says the same thing every other anime video does. Oh my god, like same thing that Hideo and every other person who covers the anime talks about. Oh my god, Shido saved season 2 with his Big Bang Drive because it was actually animated.
No.
Yes.
I talked about his philosophy. I talked about his philosophy.
Eat my ass.
Okay.
Everyone created
I didn't just do an anime review. It was every aspect of Shido.
Now I feel like you're gonna think I didn't watch your video because I did watch it. I was in New York when.
No, it doesn't sound like you watched it, because if you just said, oh, he said the anime because of Big Bang Drive, that's one of the reasons, but like other reasons is like, you know, how he's portrayed, how he is presented, and how his character stands out amongst the rest as a separate individual.
Now I'm fucking scared to watch Shido. Wait, is it about the sexuality psychology, or what type of psychology for Shido?
Just him. How he's.
What if Shido didn't have balls? What would he? It's funny how if Shido didn't have balls, how much his character would likely change. If Shido did not have testicles,
I think a lot of characters would change if they didn't have testicles.
No, like Shido in particular, his entire philosophy as a character would change if he did not have testicles.
He doesn't need testicles to be less Shido. He just has this mental mindset of like, of course, a woman's impact on the world is bringing life into the world through, you know.
What do you mean if he's a woman? I mean if he's a woman. Does it mean he gives birth
I'm not
on
saying
the
if he's a woman. I'm saying when woman.
Because he gives birth.
They're talking. Shido's philosophy is talking about like leaving an impact on the world. It's a woman, for example, leave that impact on the world by birthing an offspring.
Shido is 100% a feminist.
Wanting to score a goal.
Shido is 100% a feminist.
I deadass thought he was going to be a March baby because of that too. He's I forgot what month he's born. July?
I don't know.
Wait, no. Fuck, I forgot.
He's born something.
No, he's July
if
7th.
Shido was a woman, every time he scores a goal, every time they score a goal, they would just give birth on the field. Oh!
Right, July 7th. Yeah, 7/7. Yeah.
And that's how the monster came to be.
He's just creating like little Cell Juniors all over the place. Let's go.
It's just Sai Junior. Just Sai's face, Shido's hair. That's incredibly disturbing.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
who is number one? So was this a ranking professional player video, Raven?
It was just ranking every single character based on their skill, individual skill.
Okay. I would put this
once again another Taylor's video, but I call it solid moneymaker because it got me views.
I put it there too.
You got a lot of rage baiters on that
would
one.
Nike fail the NEL? This looks like another tier list video.
That's the first one I've ever done.
I'm gonna put this Yori one there. There you go. So I would say, where would you put this?
Not very raw, just rubbish. I don't really mind.
Probably put this there. All right, and that's all the videos.
Wow, look at that! Raven made a video.
So looks like at least over half of the content you made, you found at least somewhat enjoyable, like that you thought were good quality.
It's a different year this year.
Liking Karas.
Shut up. I don't want to hear.
It's a different year this year.
It's a new era this year, bro.
Not really.
All
I was particularly proud of like really old videos.
You guys ready to react to Hideo?
Yes.
I'm not.
What?
I'll shit myself.
What, Raven? You're gonna poo poo your pants.
You're gonna poo. You can stinky.
Are you gonna duty? Why would you do? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Anyway.
Why would you do that?
I got the email by the Roblox person.
Nice. All right.
I'm not gonna read that one.
Here we go. Brutally ranking in less than an hour. He's got 4K views. I'm pissed off at that.
All right, we're gonna be rating including every single player
God
in the
damn.
BLUELOCK versus U20 match, so all 14
Okay.
players from BLUELOCK
Interesting.
side and all 12 players from the U20 side. There were some players that were putting on a performance of a lifetime solo carrying the team, and there were some Mickey Mouse frauds running
Why
around
are
the
you on
field and
Google
doing
Docs, bro?
celebrating each player
Oh, you
individually.
guys are on Google Docs right now or something? What are you guys?
No, we could see your Google Docs thing.
Oh yeah, you just saw my stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. Who cares? I don't give a shit. All right.
Based on their performance or impact on the game.
Bro,
rating them
Hiryu
from
made a
1 through
bunch
10
of
and giving
money
them a
through this
letter
whole
grade.
anime
This is a
stuff,
way we
though.
can find out
He made
who
at least
actually
4K.
helped in the game
He made at
versus
least
who
4
should
grand.
never be allowed to touch a football again. Starting with our
And
main
we ain't
character,
getting invited to his
Isagi Yoichi.
party
Now,
anymore.
Isagi throughout the whole game
He
actually
doesn't
put up some
fuck with
good
us
feats
minors
and served us
anymore.
a good performance.
So
At the
he's
start,
not
he was
doing
fast
what
as
you were
a
gonna
player,
not
not
ranking.
much
He's
better
just
than
rating.
every single one of his plays
Oh,
were getting
okay,
shut down by
thank
IQ
God.
SI. In fact, Isagi was more or less spectating
It doesn't
the first
fucking
half,
matter. He's still
watching
gonna pull
everyone else do
out
their play.
60k
Our
views
boy
and
will
whatever he
always
does.
cook
Doesn't really
after
fucking
Isagi
matter.
puts on his thinking cap and we see the puzzle
Plus,
pieces
I've stolen
flowing.
video
We know
ideas
Isagi
from
is starting
little
to
creators and
understand it now.
fucking got
When Isagi
big
stopped
views on
started
it. The
rising like crazy,
Saitoshi and
his
Nagi
chemical
one.
reactions with Rin
Stole it
and
from
then the
someone.
plays started to
Got
be centered
11k.
around him. You got Nagi passing to him, Karasu supporting him, Baro devouring
What do you
him.
call it,
All of
stealing,
was
Raven?
centered around Isagi's plays. All of a
Stealing
sudden, his
what?
Disney
Like, I did damn near the same video as little creator. What if Sai chose Nagi instead?
Were you using a video idea?
No, people asked me for it, but someone had already uploaded it, so I was contemplating, but I
No.
ended up skipping it.
No, it's I don't consider that stealing.
It's
It's-
if you make the same video and have the exact same takes, like
No,
nearly
damn
word
near
for word.
not.
This is how you can reference it, right? So there's stages to this. Stage 1, chapter reviews. Do you think Aero doing a chapter review, much like Anamasu does chapter reviews, is copying? They both have a different style, but they're both doing chapter reviews. Is that copying?
Similar to like you and Arrow, you both do it at a certain point, but it's not copying because you have your different styles. Yeah.
Exactly. So if I was to go out my way, this is already an example up there. I've made a Kuroko Basket video featuring BLUELOCK and whatever. You know, what if Kuroko Basket players were football players? Another guy makes a video on it and says, of course, gives his opinion, his perspective, and whatever. Of course, he has his own editing style and whatever. Would that be copying?
It depends on what he
No.
says.
Well, his opinions are different from my own.
Yeah, if his opinions are not if I put it like if over 50% of the content you are saying is not the same as someone else, you're fine.
But even so, people can have the same opinions as other people.
You can, but it's a matter of like if okay, so let's say Hideo made a video, like he's done it. You know, I'll just go to his channel and we'll say like cuz here's something here. We both talked about like if I go here, we both talked about Kunigami, right? Here. We both talked about Kunigami, except I thought it was written perfectly. He said he was not. No one's copying each other. But
yeah,
if I did a ranking video and if he did the ranking video in here and my ranking video had the exact same rankings, exact same bids for the exact same reasons, I would consider that just copying.
Okay.
Especially if I knew especially if I had seen his video first. It just comes down to if you've seen the video and you say the exact same stuff as they do, and then decide, hey, I'm gonna make a video and spit the exact same takes. That's where I'd say it's copying.
Yeah, there's got to be a sense of originality, right? I don't believe it's copying to have somewhat same opinions or similar opinions, and of course making your video of that same topic. However, if there's no speck of originality and it feels like you are carbon copying a script, that's when I will point out it's copying.
Like this is why I don't like Hideo's anime videos, because he pretty much just says the same thing over and over again. Like, okay, let's take here this one right here. BLUELOCK's U20 match keeps getting worse. BLUELOCK's episode 8 has aired, and now that we've made it to the halfway point of the game, we can tell a lot about how the rest of the match will be, and it's not looking good. Right? Take that, and then compare that to this one here. Blue Lock episode 12 just ended may have disappointed a lot of fans in a major moment. In today's video, I'll be going over everything you need to know about this episode, what people think, and what this means for the future of season 2. How is it any different? the core value the core value of the thing. Episode sucked. Here's why. What will the rest of the season suck? That's pretty much what he says for the majority of these videos. Like, it's over. It's over. We're cooked. We were wrong. Fucking can't be saved. It's worse. What the fuck is this? It's over. It's ruined. What the fuck happened? It's mid. Like, over half of his anime content is just saying the same negative stuff. And that's not against Hideo. Like, if you're making a bag, make a bag. Good on you. I'm just saying it's not something I would watch because it's just the same content over and over again. Just talking about the latest episode being crap just talking about episode 12 being crap instead of episode 4.
But is he truly copying someone else's content, which is actually the argument that we have?
He's not. I'm just saying
his own content.
I'm just saying he's repeating the same topic. So it comes down, are you repeating the same topic and repeating the same things? If so, it's going to find it. That's where, what's up?
Onyx, I just realized Onyx released his latest video.
No.
You didn't see it yet?
Well, I didn't see it because I'm on stream, motherfucker.
No, you didn't. I mean, sorry, you didn't see the group chat when we were saying we got cucked?
Yeah.
Well, no, I was seeing
video?
that, but I didn't see that it got uploaded.
Oh.
Because we were talking about his video, the whole in the group chat. That's why I'm surprised you didn't know.
How
it
did
was
Onyx's
uploaded.
video do? How did Onyx's video do, anyways? Okay,
It's
here.
only 2 hours.
You know what? We're gonna plug this right now on the channel.
It has to be a 2 out of 10 for him, because the previous it's damn near about to surpass the Pokemon thing.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna promote this on my thing. Onyx. Go, you know what? Everyone right here. Everyone right now.
Promote the Pokemon video because promote your Pokemon video. That's what you edited. Where's your pride not hurt?
I don't care about that anymore. It didn't do well, and it probably won't do well. I want this one to do well because part 1 did so
Pride
good.
was hurt. You suck. You suck.
I swallow. No. I think.
Oh god.
Everyone right here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, here.
Oh
Guys.
god.
Arrow, you made this thumbnail, right?
Go watch
rail
that.
thingy?
Everyone. All right. We're pretty much done with the stream. There's not much else we need to talk about. Go watch that video now. I'm going to promote it because Onyx took a lot of time on it, and it's a very, very good video. So, bro deserves the views.
He's almost in a second peak, bro.
I'm saving this. I'm posting it. I'm posting.
Came back from hiatus. Drops a video 9 days ago with 32k views.
Drops a banger of a video.
Wonderful.
His video was fire.
Crazy that the algorithm loves him so much.
It's lucky thanks to Ravin though, bro. Promoted and then the thing skyrocketed.
Yeah, I know. I'm amazing. You don't have to tell me.
I always have to, you know me. The
Anyway,
Blue Rock lives up this community, bro.
Anyway, I got a dip.
Yeah, we're ending the stream here. Thank you guys. Go watch his video now. It's in the chat. I'm also gonna post it on my channel, so go there, go check it out. Go watch part 1 too, because part 1 was really, really good. Part 2 is just as good. Part 3, get him to 2K, and he'll release part 3. So do that. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Thank you guys so much for donating, and I will see you guys next weekend with another stream. It'll be break week, so let's see if I can get a game show set up then. We'll try and do a game show then.